Hey, I'm Jess Johnson, and I'm here to tap you into the energy of it is safe for me to want what I want. So, I work with a lot of women, and oftentimes this theme of I shouldn't want this, I shouldn't say that I want this, I'm not supposed to want this comes up. And it really does come down to we are allowed to want what we want. It is okay to not want to lose weight. It is okay to want to lose weight. It doesn't have to mean that we're like unhappy with our lives or bodies. It is okay if we want to do a bit of plastic surgery. It's okay if we don't. It's okay if we don't want children. It's okay if we don't want to be married. It's okay if we want multiple partners. Like, we really do get to choose and think about like what makes us happy and take care of ourselves in all of that. So it's not about, oh, I don't care what other people think of me. People are always going to judge us, and it's not going to feel good because humans are wired for connection. We don't like rejection. It really is like kind of in our DNA to want to be connected to others and have others like us and have them support us and receive love for all of that. So knowing that we can kind of give ourselves permission to just kind of step up and own that, yes, I know somebody's going to judge me for this. Also, I don't like it, but I can take care of myself in this. So reaching for that compassion whenever you feel that come up for you is super important. And so I also want to talk a little bit about visualization. So if you've been doing some of these taps for a bit, you'll notice that I always kind of spend some time asking you as we tap through the points to visualize some things. So visualization helps you create psychological safety. It can be true that you don't know something, right? And we allow ourselves to daydream, and we allow ourselves to vision, and we allow ourselves to just imagine like the possibilities of what it might look like if we had different lives, or like had the things we wanted, or maybe gave a voice to the things that we really want, so that when we achieve them, or when somebody does say something to us that feels misunderstanding or mean or anything like that, we're kind of pre-done some of that work to take care of ourselves. So we're really going to kind of dive deep in that today. So let's go ahead and start by putting your hands over your heart space, your chest space, just like this. And we're just going to settle into our bodies, right? So you can close your eyes if you want to, maybe move your body around a little bit, just kind of settling in, and just repeat after me. It's safe for me to want what I want. And then just listen to what that might be. Listen for any thoughts or voices that might be in the way. Just noticing them, not judging yourself for them, just noticing them with curiosity. And if you notice yourself judging you for that, just say, hey, how can I treat myself with compassion right now? And just let that judgment be another thing that you're observing in this moment. So go ahead and open up your eyes, and just scale of 1 to 100, 1 being not at all, doesn't feel safe, 100 being like, yes, totally feels safe, ready for whatever's next, and anywhere in between for you, just go ahead and make a note of that for yourself as a measurement. And then we're just gonna start rubbing on those sore spots underneath your collarbones, deep in there, and just think about, when I think about giving myself permission to want what I want, and imagine myself feeling safe in whatever fantasy that is. I feel, go ahead, fill in that blank, because, and then fill in that blank with what are the reasons that are leading into why you can or can't feel that way. But it is possible for me to take care of myself in this. It is possible for me to be open to having a life that is only on my terms. It's possible for me to want what I want without shame or judgment or any kind of feeling bad about it. Let's start our tap. Sometimes it doesn't feel comfortable. I don't think I'm supposed to want the things that I want. I want to be comfortable in my body. But it feels like I should say I want to lose weight. I am comfortable in my body. But because it doesn't look like we're told it should, I feel like I'm not supposed to say that. I don't think I want kids. But my parents are really looking forward to that, to being grandparents. Whatever it might be for you. And so sometimes I feel bad. Like I should want that. I don't think I want to work. I just want to be taken care of. I want to marry someone rich and live my life doing what I want to do. Is somebody going to take away my feminist card? I'm supposed to want to be strong and independent and not need anybody else. But somehow I find myself looking for a connection, or at least a feeling of understanding. And I'm going to let that start with me. Because if I can give myself permission to want the things that I want, maybe life will surprise me. Maybe people will be more accepting than I think. Maybe by talking about it, I'll actually start finding other people who feel the same way. But it feels like a risk. I'm just letting myself acknowledge that. And I'm accepting myself, even with this confusion, even with this fear, and even with this judgment. And I'm giving myself permission to start with me. I'm letting me know that I'm listening. I'm letting me know that it's safe for us meaning all your parts and versions of you, to want what we want. And we can start with simply just acknowledging that to ourselves. I can do that. So maybe just let's stay here for a minute. And I just want you to think about that. Think about just starting right here. This, my brain, my body, it's a safe place for me to start practicing saying what I want. Letting the judgment come up and giving myself compassion. I want you to just, as we're tapping through the points now, imagine what that would look like. A life that starts with you. Stating to yourself, hey, this is actually what we want. This life over here. And just letting yourself feel whatever needs to come up. And then just let yourself feel the ease or flow of what's behind that, because it is there. We just often don't make the time in space, what I call space and grace, to acknowledge that. We just hear the first thing and we're like, whew, that's true, gotta shut this down. So just tapping through and letting yourself do those things. And then I just want you to picture you giving yourself compassion in those moments where it feels like you're marching to the beat of your own drum in a band and everybody's wondering what's going on. And just see how you take care of you in those moments. Giving yourself that space. Saying, hey, I hear you. This is tough. And let's just stop and check in. And I want you to just make a note now of what's already shifted. Go ahead and scale 1 to 100 again. Tune in. It's my tooth. Tune in to what you've shifted, to what you've made room for. What's that score gone up to when you've let yourself visualize this? And then we're going to go ahead and just start tapping again. This is my decision. I get to want what I want. And I'm going to love myself through that. It starts with me. And I can create this safety for myself. Giving myself permission to dream and seeing what steps come from there. Acknowledging that feels hard at times. But I've got this. It's gonna get easier. And it's possible that there are other people in my orbit right now that would support me in this. And I'm calling them in. And I'm calling them in by starting with me. I accept that this is my dream for myself. I accept that this is what I want. I accept that other people might not understand. And I get to want it anyway. I'm giving myself this permission. I am setting myself free. I am stepping into the possibility that this gets to be easy for me. Yeah, I've got this. Maybe smile into that image of you. I get to want what I want. I'm feeling free. I'm feeling empowered to go after my dreams, even if I'm still figuring them out. I'm choosing to be open to the magic that I know is all around me. Knowing that I am ready right now to receive it all. Taking a breath into that and just tuning into this whenever you need that pick-me-up, whenever you need that reminder to put the judgment in the corner and just let it be in one more thing you observe as you step into creating that safety for yourself, starting that with you, letting you picture that, have fun with it, dream it before you start maybe saying it out loud to somebody else. You get to do that when you feel really comfortable saying it out loud in your head first. So have fun with this, enjoy it, feel free to share with me, either anonymously or with your name, what that thing is for you, what maybe that thing is that you've never let yourself say out loud or to another person or even to yourself because you've been too scared to, thinking that it wasn't available. I'm always a safe place to hear and witness you in that. So enjoy and happy dreaming.